Hello students, this is chapter 8, part 2. We will learn more features of Impress. Insert objects from gallery. Children, you can add objects to the presentation and that can make the presentation more interesting. Display the slide on which you want to make the changes. Click on gallery button. The gallery section appears in two pans. You can see upper and lower. Select the theme from the upper pan of the gallery section. You can use the scroll bar also to see more themes. The objects related to the theme appear in the lower pan. Right click the object that you want to insert. You will be able to see a pop-up menu. Then click on insert. The object will appear in your slide and even you can resize it or move it. To deselect the object, click anywhere else in the slide. Click on close button to close the gallery section. To delete the objects, just you have to click on the object you want to delete. Handles will appear around the image, then press the delete key from the keyboard and the object will be deleted. Now let's learn adding border to the image. You can add different borders to the image to make it stand out. Impress are simply lines that are placed around the images. Now let's add border. Right click the image, a menu appears. Click on line, the line dialog box will appear. Click on line tab. In the line properties section, click on the arrows of the style or choose the style of the line that you like, continuous line, you like dotted line for the border. Click on the arrows of the color and choose the color you want to add. Click on the arrows of width and set the width of the border. You can see the preview of the border. Click on OK. Impress updates the image with the new border. Now let's add background. In Impress, you can insert backgrounds of a slide to create a professional look. To the presentation, you can add different kind of backgrounds. For inserting the backgrounds, you should use blank design theme. These are there: solid color, gradient, hatching and bitmap. Now let's add solid background color. Click on the slide menu. Click on slide properties. The page setup dialog box appears. You can see, click on the background tab. In the fill section, click on the arrows. A menu appears. Click on the color that you want to add. A list of color appears. You can see, select the color you want to apply as a background. The preview of the selected color you can see here. Click on OK to apply the changes. A page setting box appears which asks if you want to change the background setting on all slides. To apply the new background only to the selected or the current slide, click on No. Or to apply the new background to all the slides, you can click on Yes. The color selected by you is applied to the slide. You can see, removing the background of slides, you have to do all the steps again and you have to click on None. Now adding background, that is gradient color. For that again you have to follow the same steps. In the fill section, click on the arrows, a menu appears. Click on gradient instead of solid background. Select the gradient types of color to apply as background. A preview of selected gradient you can see here. Click on OK to apply the changes. Same way it will be asking you that you want to change the background setting to all the slides or you want to apply the new background to the selected slide. Click on No if you don't want, and if you want to apply it on all the slides, then click on Yes. The gradient selected by you is applied to the slide. Now you can also add the hatching and bitmap backgrounds to the slide by following the same steps as we used in solid color and gradient color. In place of that, you have to take hatching and bitmap. Now let's learn to change the views. You can use various Impress views to change how your presentation appears on the screen. By default, Impress displays your presentation in normal view, which displays a single slide. You can see View tab bar in View menu. View tab bar displays 5 views: normal, outline, notes handout and slide sorter. Click on view menu. For that, click on view tab bar. Impress shows the view tab bar above the slides using normal view. Normal view is the main view for creating individual slides. You can use this view to format and design slides and to add the text and graphics, even animation effects also. You can click on normal tab. Impress shows the default view displaying the current slide in the presentation. Now let's use outline view. Outline view only shows the text of all the slides of the presentation in their numbered sequence. Like you can see on the screen, Impress displays the presentation in an outline format. You can click on the outline text to edit it if you want. Now let's use notes view. In this view, you can add notes or remarks to a slide. Those notes are not seen when it is shown. Now click on Notes tab. Click this area and then type the notes for the slide if you want to add. Now let's use Handout View. A handout is a special view of the presentation suitable for printing and even distributing it to the audience. Each handout page can contain from 1 to 9 thumbnails of slides used in presentation, so that the audience can follow what is being presented as well as use the handouts for the reference. Click on Handout tab. You can see Impress displays all the slides in the one handout view. Using Slide Sorter view, you can see miniature slides of the presentation in a Slide Sorter view. This makes it easy to add, delete and move slides, add timings and select animated transitions for moving from one slide to another. Click on Slide Sorter tab. Impress displays all the slides in the presentation in thumbnail view. You can see on the screen. Now adding slide transitions. You can add transitions to the slides in your presentation. A transition is a visual effect that appears when you move from one slide to another. Even you can apply transition in normal or slide sorter view to a single slide, multiple slides or all the slides. It's up to you. Bring the slide to which you want to add the transition. Click on slide transition icon. Slide transition icon. You can see. You can scroll through the available slide transition effects. Click on transition. Impress immediately displays the preview of the transition effect. You can see, you can select the duration even of the animation effect from the duration drop down list. You can choose to have a slide advance on a mouse click or advance with preset timing, means you can set the timing. You can click on apply transition if you want to apply the same transition effect to all the slides. Click on play. Impress displays a preview of the transition effect. Click on close to close the slide transition section. Impress adds a transition icon besides the slide. Remove the transition effect. Sometimes after applying a transition, you decide that it just does not work. You want to remove it. Then same steps you have to take. You have to go to that transition option. Then Impress removes the transition and transition icon disappears from the slide. Now let's add animation effects, students. This is very interesting. Animation is an illusion basically of movement by showing a series of still pictures in rapid succession. Animation effect make the Impress slideshow interesting and give it a professional look. Special visual and sound effects can be added and to the text and to the content that is included in the animation. For example, you can show each line in different way. Click on any slide element to which you want to add animation in normal view. Click on custom animation button on the sidebar. You can see, click on add effect. Custom animation pane appears. Select the animation effect type from one of the drop down menu of category. Use the entrance page to apply an animation effect when an object is placed on the screen. Use the emphasis page to apply animation effect. For example, changing font color or adding special effect. Like you want to show your text in blinking way, use the exit page to apply an animation effect when object leaves. If you want the object to move along a line or curve, select an animation effect of motion path. Use the misc effects to apply an animation effect on some type of media. So we have different kind of animation effects. Click on animation effect from the list. When you apply an animation effect, it appears in custom animation. In the effect circle, do the following. From the start drop down list, you can select how the animation starts. From direction drop down list, you can select the direction of animation. From the duration drop down list, you can change the time of the animation effect. Select automatic preview so you can check the animation effect on the object. Click on play to check the animation of your slide. Click on close button to close the custom animation section. Impress adds an animation icon beside the slide. Thank you students for watching the video and understanding the features of Impress.